And you're going to get some great financing with that. We have Stephanie McKee joining us. Hi, Miss Stephanie. I haven't seen you in a while.
I know, it's wonderful to see you.
It's great to have you back. But what a cool item. My producer is already ordering this one.
Yeah.
It is really one of the most innovative things I've seen in a long time because it looks like a toy, but actually this is a very serious educational teaching device that happens to not only be very smart in terms of the way it teaches, smart in what it teaches, because we are talking about a bilingual laptop.
Yeah.
Looks, acts, and feels like a laptop. But boy, how important to be bilingual nowadays. What an edge that gives you. And we are doing a crazy Black Friday deal on this of $39.99. This will make learning fun, but it will make it will make the subject matter so important, because nowadays, you know what? We need to, the more languages you can speak, the better you are going to be in terms of going forward, in terms of job opportunities later in life. Absolutely.
It sets you up for life. You're absolutely right.
So
we'll
cute,
click it on right here.
Okay.
So Alice, you know, I was a teacher for 8 years. I taught through the pandemic, 2020, 2021. Learning loss happened. Some of our, young people in our lives, maybe your kids, your grandkids, they're a little behind in their learning. There's a solution. This Lexibook laptop is brought to us by one of the world leaders in educational toys for kids. They're a French-based company, and they have created a laptop that's going to teach all of those essential subject matters, not only in English, but in Spanish as well. So what you are getting is a compact laptop that is portable. You can take it with you. It's got different volume. I'm gonna go to the volume down here. We'll turn the volume off over here. So your little one is going to get to be set up with their tech, just like mom and dad. Maybe you have a young person that's asking for a phone. You don't want to pay $1,000. Maybe you don't want them on the internet just yet, because that can be a worrisome, scary place, rightly so. I love that this laptop is not connected to the internet, and I'm going to walk you through all of the 62 learning activities in English. Well, I won't have time for all 62. But it also does all of those activities in Spanish as well. So it comes with the mouse and the laptop. It takes 4 AA batteries, and it's for ages 4 and up. There's the on-off button over there, and this is your menu of all the different activities. So I'm gonna start over here. I'm navigating with the keyboard. I'm gonna start with numbers, and I'll turn up the volume so you can hear. Maybe you didn't get that mathematical base that you would like to set yourself up for learning throughout your life. You can have that for your kid. So number identification from the get-go. When I go back into numbers, there's all of these activities. So it's growing with your child. It's starting with number identification, and then it's getting into operations. There's actually a really great learning progression here that goes from addition, subtraction, multiplication, and more. And that's just numbers. When I go into letters, you're getting tons of games with different vocab, spelling, word identification. When I go back to logic, you're getting spatial reasoning. This is top quality learning for a 4-year-old all the way through middle school. You can do typing, music, but then this is the real mind-blowing part of it. All of those activities, all 62 learning games that you just saw, you press language.
Oh, wow.
It's now all in Spanish. And Lexibook is actually known for their translations because they were one of the first companies to create those little pocket computer translators. So when you hear the Spanish audio on this, you're hearing a native speaker. So the type of language learning that's happening here is the best quality. So when I go back into that word, that vocab learning, you are getting letter identification in Spanish. When I go back to different vocab games, you are getting all of that in Spanish. So this is like 2 for 1. I mean, I'll switch back to English here. If you are getting this for a young person in your life, maybe your kid, your grandkid, niece, nephew, they would have all of that essential learning that's gonna set them up for life from pre-K all the way through middle school. I think I could even learn a lot from this because my mom has paid a lot of money for a Spanish course right now at a local college. And this, I think this is on sale right now. I mean, Lexibook has a great relationship with HSN and they bring us these top quality educational products. And it is just so safe and it's the perfect safe because of course it's not connected to the internet, and it's the perfect time to get it for that child in your life because we're still in the fall semester.
That's right.
Testing hasn't happened yet. If you're getting it as a gift for the holidays, this is as a former teacher, my #1 educational toy recommendation for the holidays because it is packed with learning. But you know what? By the time testing rolls around next semester, they'll be ready.
You know what? This is something that is fun. This is gonna motivate them because they won't even know they're learning.
Oh, yeah.
They are playing on this. And you know, they see us with our laptops. They kids always wanna mimic. So they're gonna have their own laptop. But it's gonna be a laptop that is simple, easy for them to use. You will see the keys are nice and big. Everything about it's easy for them to grip and easy for them to navigate. And they will not be bored with it. There are so many different things that they are going to be able to progress through. And then the bilingual nature of it, for heaven's sakes, why not get them started now? Because the earlier, the better. Let's make our kids bilingual. Why not? I mean, you know.
I wish I knew Spanish.
I wish I knew 5 languages.
Yeah.
You know, you go to Europe and everybody over there speaks 3 to 4 languages because they learn it early, and it's important to be able to do that, especially when it's this easy. Because, you know, frankly, in school, kids have to take a language. So get them started now. This is brilliant. This is affordable on a Black Friday deal, $39.99. Listen, 3 flex payments, you get this home for $13 and some change. You know, we see a lot of products here at HSN. This is for every child out there to be able to help determine their own learning. If you have ever paid for a tutor, which I paid for many.
Yeah.
And listen, you can buy a car. You can buy a car for what I think I paid for tutors. This is going to be self-learning, but it's not just learning, it is playing. It is finding a way to make education fun for the kids. If it's fun, they will do it. It is like a game. They can just close it up and walk around with it because they're playing just like mom and dad, you know, with their laptop. And frankly, it gets them ready for when they go to school because now everybody's using laptops in school. So it really prepares them and equips them in so many different ways.
You know, Alice.
Oh, I'm sorry. I've got an update.
Okay.
Final 900. Okay.
Yeah, they're going
Final
fast.
900. Grab this. Again, you can get this home. You can put it under the tree. Let them try it. Let them play with it for a month. If they don't love it, return it by the end of January, and you will get a complete full refund. But so many things. This grows with them year after year after year from 4 years old to middle school stuff.
Yes,
I mean, that's crazy.
A pre-K learner would benefit a lot from this. They're getting that letter identification and word identification. But Alice, you bring up a great point about getting ahead of the curve because my educational experience when I was younger, my parents were both educators. That's why I became an educator too, because I knew how important it was. This is what they did for me when I was 4 years old. They started with letter identification, phonics, spelling, words, and I really feel like I was set up for an advantage in my learning, and I gotta take those advanced courses. When it comes to language, if you have the chance to help your child learn a second language as early as 4 years old, why not? When they get to middle school and are required to take a second language, they're going into that advanced course. This is college readiness type learning. I mean, the mathematical operations is also really valuable because that's something that a lot of parents struggle with. They don't feel confident with. I'm gonna go to some of these logic games here. Spatial reasoning, it is packed. 124 educational games, and your child is never, you don't have to worry about them getting lost in that video loop where they're arriving at these videos on the internet that you don't want them watching and they just accidentally got there. That's kind of a scary place, but you can feel really safe and good about the learning that's happening on this Lexibook laptop, and it's fun too.
Look at it, it's so portable. so portable, they can take this absolutely everywhere, and they will, because they're acting like mom and dad, and I get to take my,
tuck it under your arm.
look at my laptop now.
Absolutely.
Okay, and they're using keyboards, they're doing things that really are developing skills that will benefit them year after year after year. We need to empower our kids. We need to help them to find ways to learn that are fun, that are motivating. This is going to be like playing for them. And it will instill in them, help to instill in them a love of learning, because they don't even know they're doing it. Yeah. They're playing, they're having fun and learning at the same time. I love the bilingual nature of it too, though. Great to be able to switch back and forth. By the way, if you sign up for our HSN credit card and you're approved, you can take $20. $20 off of this. Cut that price in half. And you know what? Just no downside to that at all. Stephanie, fabulous. What a cool gift.
And if you have a little genius child that learns it all in English, they can learn it all again in Spanish.
You know what? It's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Great to have you here so
Thanks,
much.
Alice.
Listen, please, if you can, use express ordering. We are getting into our final quantities on this. And this is, in fact, I have 700 left now, okay, until this completely goes. And